Hello everyone, welcome to this video where I am going to explore your subconscious mind so that you can discover what it means to dream of your favorite singer, a person you admire because somehow he manages to connect with the depths of your emotions. Because to your own amazement, through his lyrics and melodies, he transformed your feelings into one more of his instruments. But before going into the analysis, in case you don't know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Robert. I am a psychoanalyst with more than 30 years of experience. And in case you want to have a psychoanalysis session with me, or in case you want the psychoanalysis of one of your dreams, just send me an email to the one that I am going to leave you here below in the description of this video so I can tell you how you can join my consultation. Now, back to what it means to dream with your favorite singer. This is a very important dream because from the outset, it is revealing that you are going through a phase of your life where you have entered a process of apathy. That is, you have lost your emotions, which simply do not appear. It is likely everything gives you exactly the same. And this happens precisely because all your insecurity processes will arise from the fact that paradoxically you fear to feel again, because that was what caused you the most pain in the last time. What is very interesting, if you think that precisely your true desires lies in reconnecting with your emotions, the one you had lost. But the problem is that you are too afraid of that, to connect with them, because you feel that if you do, you will to feel again the enormous pain that you experienced in the last time. And there is the explanation why you're having this dream. For sure, in the days immediately when your favorite singer appears in your dream, you found yourself involved in a situation in which someone hurt your feelings very strongly. And that made you go into a state of shock, which led you to want to stop feeling what at this moment is being fulfilled. You have started living as a kind of ghost. Almost nothing motivates you, it makes you happy, although before there were things that awakened your spirit. Today, you desperately perceive that the very thing that made your day before now simply does not. Although, I am going to tell you that this is a process that you have been accumulating for many years. You are the type of person who has spent a lifetime trying to make others happy, to do things for them, but despite all that, you have never received the least appreciation for your valuable actions. And this is precisely what over the years was killing your spirit. I speak of a traumatic situation of the present, but in all probability, this was simply the straw that broke the camel's back. And that's why you lost your emotions, because you got tired of fighting. Why do it, you say yourself, if nobody seems to care and above all to value what I do for them? And that clarifies why you are having this dream, because it is a symptom by means of which the unconscious is expressing its desires to enter into communion with your true emotions and feelings, which for the rest, and however paradoxical that it may seem, you never used. As I have explained in other videos, you took your incipient emotions and threw them into your unconscious, which prevented them from maturing alongside your conscious self, which at this stage of your life refuses with all its being to accept them as one more of this organ of your psyche, which unfortunately did not develop as it should. That is why this dream reveals that you are the type of person who spent many years of his life using borrowed emotions. In other words, you use other people's emotions as a model because you were very afraid of allowing your own to surface. because precisely by not letting them develop over the years, this resulted in you not knowing how to deal with them. And that's why you turned off your emotions, a process that took place gradually until you reach exactly the point where you are at this moment, that you no longer have any emotion to turn to express how you feel. And that's why your favorite singer appears in your dreams, because it is a dream symbol that your unconscious is using to reveal your deepest desire, which is to reconnect with your genuine emotions, the ones you never used. Because as I said at the beginning of this video, it is in your favorite singer where you find that person, perhaps the only one, who manages to make you feel, be it happiness, sadness, anguish, or even liberation. Because that is what you lack in this instant. It's what you are looking for with all your being to recover. Something that otherwise is very difficult for you. Because as I already told you, your conscious self activates its repressive states as a way to protect yourself, because your psychic organ was formed without you ever allowing it to develop that part that is missing today, the connection with your true emotions. And this suggests to me that you grew up in an environment where you were forced to hide how you felt. In all likelihood, you were brought up to express other people's emotions, because if you use your own, that meant you received disapproval from all those around you. I don't know, maybe you received coercion, teasing, or even hitting. You are the type of girl or boy who is not allowed to cry, for example, when you were suffering something that you consider to be an injustice, or even a situation that caused you a lot of anguish, such as seeing your parents fighting. Which is interesting, because if you look at it, they could express their emotions, but you couldn't. Or really, you shouldn't, because that implied that you gave your parents a lot more of problems than they already had. Just for example, that led you to lose your emotions over the years. And this is something very complex for a child who is in the process of developing emotions. So, if this was your case, what did you do? Well, you started to copy the emotions of others. In other words, you could feel very sad or upset or frustrated by the situations that you were experiencing in your life. But what did you do? Instead of expressing your emotions, you simply smiled. That is, you used a mask of happiness as a model, because that was what was expected of you. And this was not something that you did out of evil, but simply because you really did not want to give more problems to your family. That is to say, to the people who were important to you and whose main mission was to take care of you. The problem is that in all those years, it was you who happened to take care of them, which once again accounts for a process in which you expose yourself to too much pressure. Well, this caused that over the years you became more and more used to hiding your emotions and doing what others expected of you, precisely so as not to give them problems, because you thought that showing, for example, your weakness was equivalent to give them more trouble, which was what you didn't want to do. But the complex thing about this matter is that this role model, when you reached your adult life, you began to apply it in all your interpersonal relationships. And that model is the one that no longer works for you. And that is why you have entered a process of apathy, because you no longer wish to live to do the will of others. But for this, you are necessarily going to have to reconnect with your emotions, which is precisely what causes you the most fear at this moment. If you want to get rid of all this, you must go through a psychoanalytic process so that you can find out when all this started. Deep down, it is about releasing that nodule in your psyche which causes all your states of anguish, so that your conscious self can reach its full development. As you can see, this is a much more complex dream than it might seem. So you have to pay close attention in case you see yourself in a dream with your favorite singer. For the same reason, you already know that if you want me to psychoanalyze some of your dreams or have therapy sessions with me, just send me an email to the one that I leave you below so that I can tell you the way in which you can integrate to my consultation. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video if it helped you in any way, and share it so that others can access to this kind of knowledge. Have a wonderful day, and with it, the most beautiful dreams. Bye!